Wondering what it is? These are the musical stone pillars in the Vitthal temple complex of Hampi dating back to the 15th century. Hello everyone, welcome to Lionheart. I am Aditya and today let's talk about Hampi, the architectural marvel of India. Hampi was the capital city of the great Vijayanagar Empire from 14th to 16th century. The empire which kept the Islamic invasion away from South India for more than 200 years. Hampi, though today is known for the UNESCO World Heritage Site spreading over 16 square miles with over 1600 surviving monuments. But in the 15th century, it was the richest and the most prosperous city of India. The Dutch and Persian traders who used to come here to trade, thanks to the enormous wealth Hampi had, described it as the most beautiful city in the world. Hampi has been even described in the Ramayana as well as the ancient texts of Hindus as the marriage place of Lord Shiva and Parvati. But today let's just focus on the time when Krishna Deva Raya ruled Hampi during 1509 to 1529 and who was responsible for creating this architectural and engineering marvel. Hampi was a metropolitan city with roads, waterworks, agricultural buildings, shopping complexes, and yes, the marvelous temples. The musical pillars that I showed you in the beginning of this video is one of 56 such pillars in the complex of Vitthal or Lord Vishnu's temple. These monolithic pillars, that is carved out of a single stone, are first of all unique because not only do they emit such beautiful sounds, but each of these pillars is uniquely toned to one of the 7 notes of the Indian musical system of Saregama. Not only this, each pillar produces a tonal vibration of a scale representing to specific musical instruments. For example, some pillars resonate like veena, sitar, etc., while some create percussions like that of tabla. And what's more fascinating is that when British took one such pillar out of Hampi to study the technology behind it, they found out that these were just normal solid pillars made up of granite. If they were all same pillars, that is, they had same height, width, density, and all of them are made of granite, they must have the same sound, right? But it's not the case. Some recent studies have hinted that they may be made up of a geopolymeric blend of granite, silicon, and other alloys. But such technology was first created in the year 1950 by USSR. So this shows that it was a really complex engineering technology that India had that time in the 15th century or maybe even older, but is not acknowledged even today. And this is one of the many engineering marvels of Hampi. There is also a wonderful demonstration of the pinhole camera effect at the Virupaksha temple, the oldest temple of Hampi built in the 8th century and that is functional even today. Virupaksha temple has a 50-meter high gopuram, which is the entrance tower, which itself is wonderfully designed, having so many inscriptions on it. So this gopuram is visible on a wall 300 feet away from the temple through a small hole, and it is visible inverted, which is a clear demonstration of the modern pinhole camera effect. In addition to these awe-inspiring temples, Hampi was a greatly planned city as well and had an extensive network of aqueducts and canals spreading throughout the city. These network of canals connected everything in Hampi, from palaces to temples to the water tanks to architectural lands. These aqueducts and canals were used to bring water from the Tungabhadra river to the water tanks and baths. For temples, there were special underground aqueducts built. These water supply systems give us an insight into the great planning system and the architects of the Vijayanagar Empire. But unfortunately, this well-developed, majestic city was destroyed in the year 1565 in the Battle of Talikota, in which the Deccan Sultan allies defeated the Vijayanagar Emperor Aliya Ram Rai. Hampi was turned to ruins by these sultans. But what we see today is just a glimpse of what it used to be. Hampi is majestic even in its ruins, and one can only imagine what it used to be in its days of glory.